League Baseball is back in Joplin. I'm Lisa Allegas, and this is Newsmakers. In this edition, we talk with the people behind the new baseball operation called the Joplin Jailbirds. The Joplin Outlaws used to be with the Mink League, but that team's management switched to the Mid-America League and won championships in 2024 and 25. However, the team canceled this summer season, unable to secure a home field and losing its lease at Joe Becker Stadium. No worries, though. Joplin will have collegiate-level baseball this summer with a new team. Joining us to tell us all about the Joplin Jailbirds organization are Jonathan Harms, the general manager, and assistant GM Jen Wonder. Welcome to Newsmakers.
Hey, Lisa, thanks for having us. We appreciate it.
This is exciting. Baseball is coming back. So you have attended MSSU. You have a history with MSSU. Donovan, tell us about your past. And did you actually play baseball too?
Yeah, so I did play baseball, usually Little League up until about freshman year of high school. Got cut there, and then I decided, you know what, football is probably my route. So, yeah, I graduated from Joplin in 2015, played 1 year college football at Benedictine College in Atchison, Kansas. After doing that, I was kind of like, you know what, I've had a good run of playing, and so I decided to come back into town, and I attended Missouri Southern, went to classes. I worked in the sports information department with Sean Buck and Justin Maskus, and just decided to start coaching football instead. Mm-hmm. And so my background was in football. Got out of that and then started coaching basketball. And so I've done a lot of coaching. The last 10 years of my life I've been coaching. So this will be the first time I've ever stepped out and done the general manager role of that.
What made you want to develop a collegiate level team? Yeah,
just so in my past, I used to go to Outlaws games. And I remember being dropped off and going when they're at Wendell Redden Stadium and playing those and watching everything there. And I was just like, man, this is great as a kid, 12-year-old kid watching baseball. And so whenever our owners approached me and they said, hey, we want to bring a team to Joplin, I was all in and go back to the Mink League.
Cool. So what do you see as being benefits of being part of the Mink League itself, that league?
I think it's the exposure the league gets to guys. They've had multiple MLB guys, things like that. And so the exposure there, and also the league's been around since 1910. So it's a well-known league with a lot of teams in it that have been there. St. Joe Mustangs, Carrollton Carroll A's, and then the Merchants out of Iowa as well. So the Mink League stands for Missouri, Iowa, Nebraska, and Kansas. There's no more Nebraska or Kansas, so it should really be called the My League now. But yeah.
All right. So it makes me think of the Outlaws Mink League, which had host families for players. How will your operation be coordinated? And it is a 501c3?
No, we are for profit.
They're for profit.
But we're still all about bringing affordable family fun to Joplin. And host families, we still have host families. Our host family coordinators, Julie Wells and Melinda Campbell, are great. They've been the ones that have kind of spearheaded the operation of finding host families from teams in the past, people have done it in the past, and we've got a couple new ones this year as well. So we're always looking for more host families just to be able to bring more guys to the Joplin area.
Sounds good. So Jen, what is your role as assistant GM for utilizing sponsors?
Yeah, so as assistant general manager, I really focus on our marketing, our social media, in-game entertainment, and with that, we want to spotlight Joplin. I see baseball as a platform that we can utilize to spotlight and show the resources, the sponsors, the businesses that we have here in Joplin. So I am working with local business owners to kind of bring to life some ideas for in-game entertainment, for our social media, showing off our players, and just kind of fueling the Joplin Jailbirds.
Yeah. Well, I mean, ticket prices, you know, they were higher with the Blasters, and it used to be lower with the Outlaws, and last year they seemed to go up with different owners. Well, how important is affordability to you guys?
Yeah, so affordability is huge. For me, and so we've been able to implement our $3 Tuesdays, Triple Play Tuesdays. So as long as you buy a ticket before the game, day of the game, it's $3 for a ticket. Then we'll have $2 hot dogs, $2 soft drinks, and then some different beer specials and things like that. And so being able to have tickets range from $3 to $10 on any given night is huge.
Yeah. So the Cardinals Caravan comes to our campus, and when we've interviewed the players, many have stressed the importance of playing summer ball. And Do fans have the chance to see super future greats? I mean, how important is it for the building of these players?
Yeah, it's huge. Like I said, they're coming out of the Mink League just alone has been multiple MLB guys, so they never really know the extent of who they might be watching as a sophomore in high school or college. So.
Yeah. Jen, how did you guys decide the name Joplin Jailbirds?
Yeah, so I joined the Joplin Jailbirds in February, so we were named. But back in December, they had a naming contest through the community. So the community was able to submit names that they wanted to see for their next baseball team, and Joplin Jailbirds was one of the most submitted name suggestions. Our owners up in St. Louis thought that was great, and so from there they created the logo, they created the colors, but they went off the name that the community chose.
Yeah, it is a cute bird.
Yes.
It's a fun bird.
Yes.
So tell us a little about the ownership of the team. So you said the owners are in St. Louis. I mean, are there local ties as well?
Yeah, so all the ownership is from St. Louis, a group of 4 or 5.
I can take it.
Yeah, let Jen will take it. She's actually worked with our owner before, so she's got the good stuff there.
Yeah, so our ownership group, they are 4 college buddies. They are all older now, and they're at a point in their life where they were like, hey, let's do something fun that we can do together. The main operator, David Schmall, he is a huge mentor of mine. And he proposed the idea to his buddies, and he was like, what if we own a baseball team? What if we invest into the future of baseball? And they were like, where? And so they were super excited. David did the research, and I remember because I was working for David previously at a previous job, and he came to me in September and said, guess what, I'm buying a baseball team. And I was like, that's what we just do in our past time, buy baseball teams. So it was a very cool project that he was able to share with me, and I remember when he did the naming contest and I got to talk to him, he asked me for a couple name suggestions, but mine weren't great. So mine didn't make the cut. But he was so excited when he got the logo and the colors, and he could see this team coming to life. David has worked in baseball for over 15 years. He's been a general manager, and he's excited to take that next leap into ownership. And with me, I'm here on the ground running, and I've worked with him for years, so I know exactly the way that we like to run baseball, and we like to invest into our college students. So I think it was all about timing there, that I was able to come and bring his project to life.
Yeah. Well, Donovan, we're going to talk with the coach in the next segment, but there's definitely a Southern connection with our pitching coach, Octavio Sanchez, now head coaching for you. Did you go with local coach for a certain reason? What do you think is the impact of that?
Yeah, Coach Sanchez, he was in the coach for the Spearfish last year up in North Dakota. And so he had already had kind of the summer aspect of being able to coach in summer collegiate baseball. And so it was a pretty easy thing, especially after we talked to Bryce Darnell, and he was able to give like, hey, you should hire this guy. And so it was a pretty easy, an easy get there for sure.
Okay. Well, we will see what Coach Sanchez has to say next. Thanks. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we hear from the Jailbirds coach and assistant coach about building the team and what that will mean for some Southern players. Welcome back to Newsmakers, where we're learning all about the new baseball team in town, the Joplin Jailbirds. Missouri Southern fans are going to see some familiar faces, even in the coaches. That's who joins us now. The Joplin Jailbirds coach is Octavio Sanchez, who serves as the MSSU baseball pitching coach. And with him is assistant for the Jailbirds, Nate Miskowski, who also serves as a graduate assistant on the MSSU baseball coaching staff. Gentlemen, thanks for being here on Newsmakers.
Thank you for having us.
How exciting. Congrats on your current season with the MSSU baseball team.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. So, Coach Sanchez, why did you get on board with coaching the Jailbirds?
I mean, it was a great opportunity. You know, this is my first year here in Joplin coaching at Missouri Southern, and it kind of just fell into my lap, and it was a no-brainer once I got to talk to the owner, David Schmoll, and our GM, Donovan and Jen. You know, we're surrounded by great people, and I'm just excited to get started.
Yeah, so how helpful will it be to have Nate with you and at least 3 MSSU players on the team?
I think it'll be huge. You know, Nate knows his stuff, and I'm really glad to have him on board and have some familiarity with our assistant coach. And, you know, I think it'll be a smooth transition. Also having our 3 Missouri Southern players, I expect those guys to be leaders for the team and kind of set the culture amongst the team.
Yeah, Nate, tell us, I mean, you'll be familiar with players. Are there benefits to building rapport with other players as these athletes hope to make it in the big leagues? I mean, that's part of summer ball, isn't it?
Right. I mean, summer ball is all about like connections, just knowing who you can get to find like the teammates you have. Octo found guys like for the team, and like these players are just gonna build these connections with like each other, with it as being teammates, and like you'll just like remember these guys for the rest of your life, right? Because I still talk to some guys I played summer ball with, and it's just really important to just have a good connection and really become friends with these guys.
How beneficial was that experience for you, playing summer
It was
ball?
awesome. Like, my whole goal with summer ball was just like to get better at baseball, right? And just like the friendships came along with that.
What are some of the challenges of summer baseball, you know, and what are the biggest payoffs when you look at, you know, can somebody be a little tired, worn out?
Yeah, some of the challenges is obviously having a big roster and getting everybody to play. That's why guys want to play summer ball, to, you know, get better at whatever it is they're trying to get better at. And as far as injuries and things like that, that kind of helps balancing playing time. Everybody's going to play. It's not the same 9 guys every day. So we're pretty flexible when a guy needs that day off. Maybe he's a little sore, things like that.
Can a player put themselves at risk of injury going from regular collegiate ball to summer league? I mean, or does it really help to have that consistency or to keep going year round?
I mean, obviously there's you know, that's a possibility, and that's more of the communication I want to have with these guys. I'm big on communication. As long as you let us know, you know, we can work with the guys and give them off days or give them extra off days if needed.
Yeah. Nate, you mentioned that you had wanted to improve your game when you were in summer ball. What do you think are the biggest benefits of playing summer ball, and did you get extra time? You know, what was that experience like? Did it benefit you in your regular season?
Right, it's just getting those extra reps in, you know, all the practice you can get, all the at-bats, all like the live in-game, right? Because if you're not playing in-game, it's hard to get better at baseball, right? So you want to play in-game rather than just like working out, hitting in the cage, right? So just playing in an actual game is really important.
Yeah, not having just the whole summer off.
Right.
Yeah. What are your goals this first year when you gather the team? What will be your early strategy, Coach?
I mean, for sure, win. I think that makes everybody happy when we win. But my main goal for these guys is, how Nate said, it's tough to get playing time, you know, at schools and stuff like that, and that's a majority of, I think, the biggest reason why guys want to play, to get those in-game reps. So my main goal is to help guys progress in their careers and as individuals on the baseball field, and I feel that goes hand in hand with winning. You know, if we can help guys get better, a little bit better every day, that tends to translate well into winning a lot of baseball games.
Now, were you involved in player selection? How do you build a team like this?
Yes, you know, coaches reached out to us trying to place their guys, but you know, Donovan was a big help with me on that end, and we tried to keep a lot of local guys. I feel like that would help with fan interaction and getting people to the ballpark. And then just the community, having a strong sense of community with our team, I think will go a long way.
Okay. How does summer play help you work on weaknesses? Do you have workouts, or is it putting yourself to the test in the game?
I mean, yeah, we'll all put like our own work in off the field, like in the cage, like doing early work, right? We'll have like just practices like one-on-one pretty much lessons with our guys, and just putting the extra work in really helps our guys to get better.
Yeah. What do you see? What do you look for when you're looking for a talented young person? You know, when you know, like, hey, they might be a little raw now, but we need to develop them.
I mean, just the talent kind of stands out, whether it's, you know, a guy's power in his swing or velocity on the mound. And, you know, everybody's got things to work on. Baseball's a hard game, and the reason why I love it is because it's so hard. So me and Nate are just trying to do our best to give back to these guys and help push them in the right direction in their baseball careers. What's your experience with the Mink League, and do you like this as a league? I do like it. I've had no prior experience with it. This will be my first year in the Mink. But just for how long it's lasted as a league speaks to how good of a league it's been. You know, doing my research, I'm excited. It's a competitive league, and I think our guys are excited to be a part of it. Yeah. Nate, tell us, where did you play your summer ball?
I played in the Northwoods League, which was really fun for me. I mean, I got to visit a lot of cool places up north and play against some really good competition. So it should be fun for these guys to get around and play with some good players.
Yeah. Was that in your hometown, or was it a new experience for you to go out?
It was closer to my hometown. It was in Wisconsin, because I'm from like Chicago area. So I played in Wisconsin for 2 years, which was really fun.
Yeah, but you still really weren't at home.
Right.
So what will it be like for those players? I mean, it is nice for that community to support them, because they are away from home, right? Typically,
Yeah.
what is that experience like?
I mean, it's awesome. I mean, they get to get off out of their own house and get away from their parents and just get to like hang out with the guys and play baseball all summer.
So, I know they mentioned some people do end up in the big leagues. Is that typically the goal of these players? Or, I mean, most of them are going back to college, but how can this be a stepping stone, Coach?
I think the way summer ball is kind of built up or constructed is to give you that pro feeling. And I mean, all of them are aspiring to be Major League Baseball players at some point. You know, and I think it kind of gives you a glimpse into that lifestyle a little bit and how hard it can be. So just in that aspect, you know, putting them in that scenario and treating them like professionals gives them a taste and makes them hopefully a little hungrier to reach that goal. So much of baseball these days has been about pitching. Talk to us about, you know, I mean, the new things in baseball of, you know, monitoring the speeds or the pitch zone. I mean, we're still having regular umpires at these games, right? Yes, we are. The technology is, I call it a dual-ended sword. There's good that comes from it, having all the numbers and metrics on baseball stuff. But that's not everything. You know, you still got to go out there and pitch and fill up the strike zone. So, you know, it's just kind of a dual-ended sword. But as far as us, I don't think we're going to have to worry about that technology too much. Just more so go out and compete. How important for teams like this are the fans? Nate, what was your experience when you were in summer ball?
Oh, the fans are awesome. I mean, if you can pack the crowd and get a bunch of people at the games, it's awesome. Like, you can like hear everyone talking, especially at the field we're going to be at. You know, you can hear everything on the field, so it's awesome just to have a good crowd there.
Yeah. How important is the fans' feedback when you're coaching and you're like, hey, there's a lot of screaming going on, but is that energy important for a team? Yes, I think it's extremely important, and the fan or the fans in the city of Joplin, those are really big things to me. I think summer ball gives these guys an opportunity to go somewhere they haven't been, away from home, in an uncomfortable setting. And a lot of the time, at least my prior experiences with summer ball, you make connections that you thought you would have never made, and you can't put a price tag on those things. Yes, these guys are here for baseball, but the relationships that you make with others while you're here, to me, is the most important thing. And is that important too? Because if they do make it to the big leagues, they're not going to know everybody on the team when they first get there, right? Yeah, so that's kind of part of being uncomfortable. You're meeting guys from different backgrounds, different schools. You know, we got old guys on the team and we got some freshmen on the team, and they kind of both benefit each other in different ways. The older guys showing the younger guys the ropes, and maybe the younger guys showing those older guys something that maybe they don't know yet. So they kind of go hand in hand. Excellent. All right, well, good luck this season. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to take another break. When we come back, we learn about many family-friendly promotions from the Joplin Jailbirds. Here's a look at the 2026 summer home game schedule as we go to break. Welcome back to Newsmakers. Summer equates to baseball, and fans this year have the opportunity to see the Joplin Jailbirds. Joining us now to discuss family-friendly promotions with the Jailbirds is Assistant General Manager Jen Wonder. Thanks for coming back here. So people like baseball that's competitive, but they love baseball when it's fun. Just look at the Savannah Bananas. Now you've got some special promotions lined up for the season, so tell us about making it a special event.
Yeah, so one of the things that I absolutely love about summer in baseball is spotlighting the community. And so we have some really fun promotions for families as well as community events. So one of my favorites that we have the first weekend, June 6th, is our Superhero Princess Night. So we will have superhero characters as well as princess characters roaming the park, able to take photos with our fans of all ages. And it's a Saturday night, so just a little something to do with the family. And then we also, the next day, June 7th, is going to be Keepy Uppy Day with our blue puppy friend, who some people may know from Australia as Bluey. But just kind of making that entertainment. We want people to come for the baseball, but we also want them to be entertained. I also have some really fun promotions that will be around our community spotlights. So Thursday nights, I want to focus on some of our nonprofits in the area. One of them being our Strikeout Cancer Game. I want to show people that we have resources right here for you. I want to spotlight our survivors and those impacted. I want to show that there are people here for you. I also have our First Responders Night. I want to honor our heroes here in our backyard, between our police, fire, and nurses. We also, at the end of our season, we're going to do our Military Appreciation Night. And I come from a military family, so it's very close to my heart to be able to show those men and women that are making the ultimate sacrifice, and they are protecting us, to give them a break from reality. Come out to the ballpark with your friends and family and just to celebrate being in your own community.
You bet. So I know you want to be welcoming to the whole family, so tell us about your family-friendly pricing and your 4-packs.
Yeah, definitely. So we have our Triple Play Tuesdays. So every Tuesday before Tuesday, we have $3 tickets. Day of, we have $2 hot dogs, $2 sodas, and we'll have different beer specials every Tuesday. And then all of our Friday, Saturday games, we will have our friends and family packs. So it's 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 chips, 4 waters for $40. And if, of course, there's, bigger families than just 4, so it'll just be increments of 10. So if you have 6 people, we'll add 2 more tickets, hot dogs, chips, water for another $20. It just goes from there. The minimum is 4, but we want to be able to make a dinner and a show. We want you to come out on Friday, Saturday nights and enjoy baseball.
Fun, yeah. And, back in the day, the Royals used to have a family 4-pack, but things have changed now. They won the World Series. So you do have a mascot. And so what is the name of your mascot, and why did you pick the colors that are, representing the Jailbirds?
So our mascot, his name is Joey the Jailbird. He was also voted on by the community. It was also kind of a nod to Back to the Future. With Uncle Joey and being a jailbird. And so very obscure reference there, but
some people remember.
Yes, exactly.
Some people remember.
So he is a little bluebird, but he's actually a very big bluebird in person. And we went with the light blue. I know for the team, we went for the light blue just because that was a little nod to nostalgic baseball. Everyone knows those baby blue jerseys that the St. Louis Cardinals would wear. And then we went with orange for Jailbirds.
Yeah, there you go. So you could come dressed in some kind of jumpsuit.
Yes.
Pretty good. Yeah.
I think that would be great.
It really sounds like it could be a very community-supported operation. So tell us about your library challenge that you're planning.
Yeah, so I am working with the local library. One of my big things is these players on our team are student athletes, but from the beginning, they are students. And so I am very big about encouraging reading and education. And during the summer, there's a lot of summer reading. And so I am working with the local public library so that once students or participants of all ages, we're opening it up to everyone in the Summer Reading Challenge. Once they complete the Summer Reading Challenge, they can redeem a ticket to our June 24th or our July 25th game. I wanted to make sure to offer a weekday game or a weekend because everyone has different schedules. And also, some people might be done with reading in June, but some might not get there till July. And I want to give everyone an opportunity to finish that reading and be able to celebrate by going to the ballpark.
Yeah, the team is collegiate, which we've mentioned. So, and you're looking at students of all ages to help be part of your crew as well. You have an internship program. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I've run internship programs quite a bit over the last 6 years, and I'm very excited to start a new one here in Joplin. I'm excited to allow students to get that hands-on experience, to give them that like kind of leap pad from here to that next step in their career.
Yeah.
So between marketing, social media, ticketing, the stadium operations, there's a bunch of different departments that we're going to allow them to have a well-rounded experience in the ballpark, that they will be able to go to that next job and say, I worked for a baseball team.
Yeah.
And baseball is one of the hardest sports to work in because there's so many games.
There's a lot. There's a lot. So let's talk about when and where folks can get the tickets. How do they? Is it all available online?
Yeah, so it is all available online. We do have like our group tickets available. After 10 tickets, it's $6. So they can definitely redeem those. But if they want to call us for special outings or anything, they can always email me at Jen, Jen, at joplinbaseball.com. But everything is available online, whether it's general admission, group, the friends and family pack for 40.
And all games are at Wendell Redden Field.
Correct.
So what's the website to get those tickets?
Yeah, so our website is www.joplinbaseball.com.
All right. Thank you, Jen Wonder.
Thank
Good
you.
luck for this season.
Thank you.
That wraps up this edition of Newsmakers. Whether you attend Little Leagues, the Jailbirds, or the pros, have fun watching baseball this summer. I'm Lisa Allegas. Thanks to our guests, and thank you for watching Newsmakers.